No, I'm not frozen with fear. I'm not paralyzed with fear. It's not analysis paralysis. Yes, it is. Welcome to another insanely informative. I'm running out of adjectives for these episodes. But this one is all about analysis paralysis in real estate. And I've seen it time and time again. So, that's what we're going to get into. Okay. Here's a big thing that I've seen a lot of my friends go through, family go through, talking to people about getting into real estate. And here's one of the things that they do. And it's a popular topic. You're going to hear it on every other real estate channel you go to. But I'm just going to bring it up again and again because I've experienced it with friends and family. And it's all about analysis paralysis. I know, it's a word. A rhyming word. But what happens is, basically, people want to get into real estate and want to start investing, and then they start crunching numbers. And they crunch numbers endlessly. They keep doing spreadsheets. They keep doing they do spreadsheets and decks and presentations. It's like they have to process it in their head and get it out on a piece of paper, on a deck, and an Excel spreadsheet, and do the numbers and present it to their significant other or present it to themselves. And when those numbers line up, then they're going to say, okay, this is when I can really do it, and this is when I can invest. Okay, I get it, but a lot of people just don't move. Even when the numbers add up and the timing's right, they refuse to act on it. And that's the whole phrase analysis paralysis. So, I've never done that. I'm the worst. When I say I come from an accounting background, it's not really accounting. I was a clerk. I had no qualifications, but it's just, I did simple math. This is what it's going to cost, the mortgage, and this is how much rent I'm going to get in. Am I getting more rent than mortgage? Done. That's it. I didn't factor in vacancy rates. I didn't factor in renovations. I didn't factor in, I don't know, whatever else you have to factor in. I just knew two simple things. The mortgage is $1,200. I'm going to get rent for $2,000 or whatever that number was. Oh, I'm going to make a difference of $800 or whatever that number was. And once I got into it, things happened. I had to factor in property tax. I had to factor in repairs. I had to factor in this, that, and the other thing. But it all worked out. If I had to wait and do everything exactly to numbers, I'd have nothing now. Nothing. And that's what analysis paralysis does to people. And while you're waiting on the sidelines with your analysis paralysis, time is ticking by. You're losing deals. You're losing the opportunity to invest in something, and days go by, weeks go by, months go by, and it's 2 years later and you haven't invested in anything. So I've seen it time and time again, and I've probably made a bunch of mistakes because I didn't analyze things properly, but just diving in and getting into the investment has been better than not getting into it, because those mistakes that I've made, I could course correct. and I have course corrected. So don't wait on the sidelines. You will totally regret it. Just like get in and start investing now. The other thing I would say is that the thing about analysis paralysis is that it makes you want to wait for the right perfect time. There's never going to be a right perfect time. If you wait for the right perfect time to invest in real estate, you'll be waiting forever. There's always going to be some real estate guru out there that's going to tell you, no, this isn't the time. There's going to be some news report that's saying the bubble's going to burst. There's always going to be something. You have to get in and buy smart and hold on. Because if there's a problem, you can course correct. But if you don't get in, you have nothing to hold on to course correct. But if you wait for the perfect opportunity, it's never going to happen. I'm telling you, it ain't going to happen. You have to get in now. Now is always the right time. Just buy smart now. And don't let the numbers get in the way of you getting in on a deal as soon as possible. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't. And the best thing to do is to just get in there and ride it out. But just be smart when you get in. It's not that hard to be smart when you buy now. Just like, okay, what's the value of this place? What's the value of the places nearby? Buy a place with the same value or less if you can get a great deal. Don't buy over the value. That's it. That's not that hard. Is it? I don't think it's that hard. Then hold on. And if the market dips, keep holding on. Even if your rents aren't going to cover the mortgage at first, you're just putting in a little bit of your money to cover the mortgage and the expenses. So what? But most likely, you're going to cover the mortgage and your expenses with the rent. And the place will go up eventually. It always does. There is no other proven form of investment that is better than real estate. Now, I've looked it up, I've talked about it, I've heard about it. There's no other proven way that you can get more return on your investment. It goes up, goes up, then goes down, it goes up, it goes down. But if it'll be fine, right? You'll be fine. But you have to get in. You have to make that commitment. So don't worry about if you bought too high or too low. It will course correct itself. But you have to get in. And don't listen to other folks that are telling you to not get into it because they're trying to time the market. You can't time the market. You can't. It's not going to work that way. If you are trying to time the market, you are going to make a big mistake and you will time yourself out of it. You have to time the market in a way that's going to get you in on something and lock in and take the ride. Because no one can time the market. If people could actually really see the future in real estate, there'd be billionaires out there. But if you start soon, now, you could ride out any ups and downs in the market. And that's what I've done. I went through 2008. I got through it. I was fine. There's going to be another downturn soon. I'll be fine. But don't try to time the market. Just get in as soon as you can. Busball Millionaire.